forget about talking about what's new. Have you link me the show sheet or not?
Yeah, I thought I did. It's under your name. I should have updated under your name.
Oh, okay.
Go look. It's 11:14.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the owner. I can't show it to you if you're the owner.
No, that's cool. Don't need to. You don't need to. Okay.
Do you get it? There you go.
Ready when you are.
All right, man. Can you hear me pretty well?
Yeah, I can hear you really well.
Okay. All right. La, 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 la. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Small. Wow. Episode. I'll start again. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I'm your host, Damien, and my good buddy who takes forever to get ready, Dylan.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
So today, nothing special, as always. We're going to start it off with what we got new this week. What you got, man?
I disagree. This week is special because I'm really excited. Towards the end of the episode, we're going to go over some of the nominations under a couple categories that Zach has tasked us with. We're going to go over some other nominations that we think are fit for which figure is your best nominee for figure under $30, and then nominee for figure best 1/12 of the year. So
see, I wanted to really bum them out and then get to that point and be like, oh yeah, we do have something excited to say. But
I wanted to keep everyone into it, keep people listening for that part, because that's gonna be the best part. But anyways, okay. Doing great. Yeah, what I got new this week. Oh my god, you're gonna hate me. You wanna know why? Here, I'm gonna show you.
Because you keep moving in your damn computer chair. What is that? Oh, you piece of crap, dude. You got him in?
I did it. I done did it. I panic bought him big time. So this is what I showed on the camera was the DX17 Darth Maul, as good Noel Zach likes to say, Mole. Breaking news. Hot Toys just put on for solicitation for pre-order the Rise of Skywalker Rey and D.O. collectible set.
Well, now I'm gonna go pour.
This looks great.
Yeah, that Rey looks nice, dude. Holy crap. We know we don't talk about Hot Toys or Sideshow on Small Talk, but this bundle is pretty nice, man. That Rey
looks good. Yeah,
that Rey is very pretty.
That'd be perfect to put with the first edition and see how much better it is. That head sculpt though, what's with those ears?
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, she's pretty, but they can never get her head sculpt right, dude.
They have trouble with females, it really seems like they can't nail one. They've gotten very good with Gal Gadot.
You got it.
They've gotten her okay, but yeah, they've missed I think almost every time with Rey. This one looks like completely different person. This looks like a early Jennifer Garner. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Last Jedi head sculpt is actually probably her best one. I'm not gonna lie.
I would honestly agree. Compared to this, if this comes out like the prototype, I would agree. That Kylo Ren looks exactly like the Last Jedi version, just with the
put together mask.
Yeah, different helmet, and then the cloak or cape, whatever you want to call it, looks like it's hooded instead this time.
Oh, It does look hooded. God damn it! And I just bought a cape for my Kylo, dude. Now I'm gonna have to buy that one.
I think I'm. Oh God, I don't want to. I want to fight off trying to get one of everyone. Thanks to Manny for the
Update on
share
that one.
in the group in that one. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, anyways, geez, that got me off topic. So got that. I ordered another Ascending Knight. From that's the black version with the gold.
Gold.
Oh, I thought you were making faces at me with the gold
No.
belt. So it's not like the Hong Kong or Shanghai version. It's just the regular Mezco exclusive where he's all black with a gold belt instead of
Oh, okay.
everything being black.
So he looks
So
like the Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan kind of Batman, color scheme wise,
yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
armor.
yeah, almost exactly like that one. And so I got it. I have two of him now, and I'm thinking of either trying to use him as trade bait. I decided I didn't really want to do anything with him, so I either want to use him as trade bait, or I just might honestly resell him and for the same price I got him for. It was a really good price, and I just kind of panic bought him. But the story with this DX17 it's not that much of a story, but it was the day when the DX17 went on waitlist, both versions on Sideshow, I believe, last Friday or Saturday or something like that. And
Yeah.
people were losing their minds on their group. Everyone was going nuts. And finally, I decided to check trusty old Alter Ego. Shout out. That they're great, by the way. Free shipping, no non-refundable deposit, and they double box everything. Pretty
Yeah, and you
pretty
get there pretty
solid.
fast, man.
Really fast. This shipped out on Monday, but technically as a holiday, it didn't ship till Tuesday, and I got here on today on Thursday.
Wow, that's insane.
It was really good, yeah. And so I was impressed by it. But anyways, so I went over there, checked, and they had one DX17 left. The DX16 was out, and they had one DX17. And I'm like, if I don't do it now, I'm gonna like assume that I can still get it at a price, and that this is gonna be one that people are just gonna
Jump up
regret
in
for missing
price.
out and jump on. And yeah, this is gonna exchange hands multiple times. So finally, I just did it, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't obviously gotten into it or anything yet. I don't know when I will. But that's pretty much all I've gotten there. I know I've been eyeing knockoff Mezco Punisher Spec Ops Edition. It's a knockoff one that Dean has linked to me, actually, that one of the guys that they get a lot of their knockoffs from, I think over in Hong Kong.
Okay.
He linked me like from experience. He's had really good experiences from him. So I think I'm going to eventually do that. I said I wanted to do that like a month ago and still haven't, but I really want to do that just to see kind of how they compare, because I know that knockoffs compare pretty well. But yeah, that's about all I got. What about you?
Well, I'm hardcore jealous because I'm really wanting them all now that I sold my Diamond Select one. But it's to the point where like I don't know if I should score the DX17 or 16 since I have the solo mall coming, but that don't come out till like next year and we'll probably be dead by then, so I won't want to, enjoy before then.
Why are
But
we
I
gonna be
actually
dead?
I don't know, climate crisis, but whatever.
Oh yeah,
Um
duh. Yep.
no, I haven't gotten anything, man. Ian from Only Fools and Collectibles sent me some head sculpts to play with. So,
What?
yeah, dude, a freaking Heath Ledger Joker and a Punisher with the skull painted on his face. Yeah, I was like, bro, the tears of love are real, man. So I'm going up to Zach's on Tuesday, and I'm gonna go and pick that stuff up. I'm gonna do some shoots with. I'm gonna try and get some new headshots for Collecting Weekly done, and then Zach wants me to do some Christmas cards for him. So I'm gonna go up there and do all that stuff, and maybe be on Collecting Weekly. Oh, surprise,
Ooh,
surprise, surprise!
you blew
But
it for him. He's gonna be so mad that he wasn't the one who broke it.
it's okay. I gotta ruin things for him, or else it's no fun. But as far as that goes, man, I haven't gotten anything new, to be honest. It's quite sad. But I pick and choose my figures. So
I gotta look at sending you this guy actually. It's like the original sideshow version of the original like Batman Dark Knight. I don't know what they call him, but it's just a gray and black one.
why are
And
you gonna send them to me?
see what you could do with them. Play around with them. I don't know. Do whatever. I could maybe buy you better. But how confident are you in like ripping the seams out in the back here and uh, putting the stuff under a new body? I've never done that. I've seen it done, and I've done
You
it
just
with
need a
smaller things.
you just need a needle pick, and you pick up the thread and you clip the little threads that are seamed right there, and then it should just all unravel. The only doubt, I mean, I've done a lot of clothing work with the couture figures that I have. So it's not very hard. At it, I mean, for some people it probably is, but I mean, I've done it. It is a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie, but I've done it.
And then
But
you sew it back up too.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I can fix your kitchen sink, but I cannot sew worth a shit.
Oh, it's nothing to be proud of. Like it's in a sense of like my hands are so shaky that it's very hard to do, but
Oh, that's something to be proud of. I think. I think that's cool as hell. I wish I could do that and trusted myself enough to do that. But anyways, I'm not super attached to him, but I feel like the what he comes with, the hands, the material of the suit, the look of the suit, and I think the head sculpts are all actually really cool. The biggest complaint is like of all the old sideshow bodies is
yeah,
the
the GI
body,
Joe shit.
this stuff.
Yeah, the GI Joe bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
So
that.
the loose joints, that's the worst part. It's actually really hard for him to stand. If he wouldn't have the frustrating part if he wouldn't have loose joints, you could do amazing things with him. I know it's a consistent complaint people have with them, but they've gotten better in the future. I'll just admit I put them as one of the most improved companies because I think their new 1/6 figures have gotten 10 times better than what they used to be. You can like people can argue
Oh no.
how people can say however they can argue however much like what they think of the company as a whole, but I think their quality on bodies was really the only thing holding a lot of their old figures back. And on some of their new figures, I think it's been well improved. Like the Darth Maul that came out technically, I think last year, but it's still out. That's pretty good.
You mean Dolan Naboo, Darth Maul?
Yeah. I think a lot. I think they've done really great with a lot of their older figures. They've been way better than they used to be. I'm not saying they're still like amazing. I'm not saying they're that by any means, but they're underrated now because of the bad rap they got. So that was my most improved company, I think. But yeah, I'm not super attached to him, so I just want to see what you could do to him. Almost, and obviously I'd
Okay.
provide you anything needed, but
Badass. Yeah. Most definitely. Well, we're still trying to figure out when you're coming down. So whenever you come down, just bring them with you.
all right, yeah.
Attach them to your waist belt, and
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do with
Okay.
them.
Yeah. Just pull them out of my pocket when I show up.
No, but of it in a suitcase like I do.
God.
But you ready? You want to get this going, man?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So first off, we're gonna hit up Mezco Minute. Mezco's dropping a new guy that they announced today, Cyber Rider. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what he's from. Do you know what he's from?
Not really. Not a lot of help there. I know they've been usually stuff that they market the hell out of like this are things that are a little less known. So I think that what it is, but I think it's a part of their designer series, like the big body, or big head, big body.
They're vinyl series.
Yeah, and he looks like almost like an end of war or end of a end of world apocalypse. guy, but I'm not like you. I don't know much about him at all.
Yeah. Well, they showed him off today, and he's up for pre-order right now. $20 pre-order, and he doesn't come out till late December, early June. So, I mean, that's cool, but I don't know what he is or what he's from. He's from the
Okay.
brand Rumble Society.
Yeah, let me read off what the product description says about him. Radioactive Uppercut and Rumble Society present their first collaboration project. Designed by soft toy mad silent scientist John Santagata,
Butchered.
definitely butchered so bad in pieces. And inspired by things from the 1980s, we represent Cyber Rider. Earth has been decimated and chaos reigns over the lawless planet. Before the fall, top secret black budget program was initiated as a failsafe for such an event. An elite android law enforcement task force created, the Cyber Riders.
Oh, please don't read that whole thing. God,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying.
it's so long.
That's all I was gonna say. So it's a collab of a couple different companies for him, for the design of him and everything. So
I mean, he
that
looks
looks like
cool.
that's
I
what it
mean,
is.
I'm not gonna lie. He's got a cool little look to him, and his head pops off, and his hand swaps out to a laser cannon. So that's pretty cool. Um, the cool thing is his head's a freaking storage compartment, so that's cool. But uh, he's 4 inches tall, so if you guys have no room to put things, here's your guy. Here's your guy that fits any fucking where, even in the palm of your hands. Um,
$20.
$20. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about the Wonder Woman Deluxe. So we have spoke on this lady before, but Dylan wanted to kind of touch base on her again. So
Yeah, just a quick update. Apparently, I got charged for her. That means that she'll ship out by February at the soonest. Joke never gets old. Never gets old. No, I got charged, I think, on Tuesday, which means anytime within the next 2 weeks she'll ship out. Or actually 20 days they give you. 20 days she'll ship out. Very fast turnaround, actually. She went up only 2 months ago or a month ago.
this is last month.
Yeah, really fast turnaround. So that's kind of crazy. I'm also kind of bummed because I was hoping they were going to fix the diaper situation, but they didn't. She comes with enough accessories for me to make up for it, so I'm okay with it. But I'm kind of excited for it. I've definitely been a lot more excited about other releases in the past, but
Yeah, she's kind of just one of those hit and quit ones, you know. Anyways, that wasn't a Me Too joke or whatever.
I was just gonna say, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
So next we got 5 Points Gomez, and this guy is up for pre-order as of right now. He's $15. He's 3 3/4. He releases the same time as Cyber Rider, late December, early January. Mesco's like dropping these things like flies, man. It's like every time we have an episode, it's Gomez, Gomez, Gomez.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of shoving them down people's throat, but people really like him. Like I said, I always say because he's such a flexible figure. He can fit in with any sort of universe, really, like Star Wars, any superhero universe that you do, any action movie, anything really, he fits in with. So I think they're cool for all the different things you can do with them. This one's part of their 5 points line though, so it's only 5 points of articulation. $15, still up for pre-order, so it's not that exclusive.
Yeah, I like his little box that he comes in. It's very vintage looking. I love the art on it. It's very cool. I think that would honestly be the reason that I buy it, but I'm not gonna buy it. So, but now that if anyone ever wondered why I was gonna buy it, that's why. Next up we have the Gomez. Which one's this called? The Gomez Lone Roach and Grub pre-order. Yep. This thing is probably the Gomez that I'd score, dude. I'm all about samurais and samurai figures, and this Gomez just has all of that, and it's so cool looking.
It is, yes. This would be what I think for their 112 collective. This would be
Yes.
their, I believe technically their sixth release. This one was the closest to they had like what they call like the assassin versions that were exclusive to Hong Kong. That was just like a white samurai looking one, and then a black samurai looking one. This one's kind of like a middle point one, but a lot of people like that hoverboard. It's got that famous
I know you're talking about the waves. I
mhm.
can't think of the name. It's
um
over my head right now.
yeah, he comes with the two swords and the zip sword, two katanas and then the zip sword. So he comes with a ton of stuff, and it looks like they. My main complaint about the katanas and swords that you got on the other mezcos is they didn't put much work into them. They just looked like they're swords you would pluck out of a drink. But these
Well,
ones they've done work into them. You can tell that they've done things. So I think these ones are pretty good, and the heads are really cool. Comes with a gray head, and then the more realistic cockroach looking head has like the
it's a white sculpt with like a red kind of
like the
split.
Japanese
There you
insignia,
go. There
like
you go.
the rising sun right in the middle of his face, and then it spreads out around him. So red and white, and then the other one's all black with red eyes, looking like an ant head. Now that one, I think the heads are cool. This one, just overall, yeah, it's definitely the most different one that they did. There's no reuses on what figures they've released in high quantities in the past. So I think this helped out a lot of people that wanted those assassin ones and can't get them because they're going for $600. But the issue with this one, Damien, the issue is this one sold out, and I believe someone confirmed 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's already on a wait list, dude. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that's insane. Like, and it's only $90, and it's only limited to per person. So like, that's fast. 7 minutes to be sold out. That's mind blowing. And it's pretty cool that little companies like Mezco can do things like that. Just
Yeah.
be blown out like that. Manny is giving us a what's up. What up, dude? Welcome to the stream, my man.
Minnie, thanks for sharing that breaking news on the page. We kind of talked about Ray a little bit. What do you think about it, Manny?
Show us in the comments. Obviously, you can't tell us in person. But yeah, man, this Gomez is actually definitely my favorite one that we've talked about. Next up, we're going to talk about this disappointment.
I told you what this was. I knew you were not going to be impressed with what you saw.
Like, that was such a cool teaser that they released for him, and they give me this shit. Like, this looks like Chucky who got his eyes punched and dressed and went to a goth concert. Like, I'm not about this, dude. Like, it looks so bad. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the dolls. I know people really like them, but just not my thing. What people are really hoping for is that they have the Crow license and they do the 112 version. They're kind of known for doing out their licenses. So I think there's still a chance that they do a 112 version of this in the future.
well, they need to and ditch this shit because, like, okay, like the doll stuff, like the horror stuff is pretty cool. Like the Nun, Chucky, Annabelle, stuff like that. That's cool. But like the Crow, no. Like, even Pennywise is cool as a doll because he's just got that look.
I agree. This doesn't really translate very well.
Yeah, it looks wonky as hell, and I'm very salty. I believe it's actually still up for pre-order. They just fucking released it like what, the end of Halloween actually, but it is on pre-order. It releases next year, June, between April and June 2020, and it's $46. So if you're about it, go for it. I'm not about it, so yeah, screw that. So Mafex updated their Far From Home Spidey suit. So the difference between this one and the one they released prior is the suit now has little texture on throughout the body. It has interchangeable hands, and then the eyes are actually interchangeable. So you get the closed little eye look, and then also you get, what you see here, the kind of squinty look that he does, kind of battle pose wise. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they went that kind of did something different with him, even though, to me it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know how much this guy is going for. I know it's pretty pricey. There are a lot of people complaining about the price of this figure, especially since you don't really get very much with it. So yeah, that's all I got about this guy. There wasn't much on him.
That's interesting. I didn't know they added the texture onto that one. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks weird. Like if you look at the picture, like really, like the up close picture, you see like the little bumps on it, and it just looks like it's a very messy sculpt. But it's just what they added to kind of give off like the. I don't really know what it's supposed to give off because his suit has no texture on it, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I'm such an elitist with Spider-Man because I hate the argument of not posing, or the Hot Toys Infinity War Spider-Man, for instance. People say I don't want to pose him because of the suit. They don't like the creasing and all that and damaging the suit. And Spider-Man is probably the one character, maybe besides Batman, that needs to be in a dynamic pose. That's what makes him Spider. That's what he is dynamic. Like he's
very
always
acrobatic,
out there.
Yeah, he's always doing some wild shit.
Tom Holland literally can do a backflip in real life, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like, he was a ballet. He was like a dancer, a ballerina, and all acrobatic and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what he does. And if you're not able to pose him in that way, why have first of all, a figure of him? Second of all, why have a Spider-Man? And all the arguments of like, oh, I want to be able to if I want to. That's not an argument. That's you being a weird OCD collector about it. I'm sorry. I sound super.
Goodbye, Instagram followers.
I sound super snobby about it, but I feel like if you get a Spider-Man and are too afraid to pose him, this is the route you need then to go to, is something like this. If you still want an action figure, but you don't want to worry about ruining the suit, get him off X1.
Well, actually, I mean, no, yeah, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, don't buy a $250 figure and then, not do something cool with them. That's like, I don't even have anything to compare to because, all mine are posed, but whatever. That went nowhere. Disregard. Bring back the Instagram followers. Next up, Marvel. Marvel Legends is dropping, or has already dropped their 80th anniversary Deadpool and Hulk, which these guys look really cool. I love the Deadpool dude. Very cool. You can score these on Hasbro Fusion, I believe is what the website's called. I don't remember how much they're going for, but they're so cool, dude. Like the Deadpool, like the color scheme is just really nice. Like I love the color scheme. Hasbro Pulse is what it's called. Yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, he's cool. And then they also have Grey Hulk coming out, and that's the packaging for Deadpool, which is very cool, dude. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they also have the Grey Hulk coming out, which he's very cool. I love. To me, it looks like a really high quality figure. It's not something that just shows tons of articulation like, Marvel Legends as they are. You see articulation throughout the whole body. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? It really just breaks my heart seeing all those seams and shit.
I agree. That looks really good, that one.
Mm-hmm. He looks really nice, and the color scheme on it as well looks really nice. Like everything about it it just looks gorgeous. It really draws a tear of love from my eye. So that's the packaging for that guy. Very simple. I mean, who wouldn't love this, man? Come on. Next up, we're gonna talk about this guy, this thing. Yeah. So NECA started shipping off their Tech Shield Batman. We talked about this on episode 9, I believe. It was with Dean. And all of us hated this thing because it just looks stupid. It looks very stupid.
It really does. Like, I get the nostalgia with it, and I guess you can kind of like. I think the gold kind of looks cool, but I feel like it just does not go well together. Like, it's not a very pleasing figure to look at. You know what I mean? If you don't have any attachment to it, you won't see much in this one.
Yeah, it's just I guess it's meant for, the Batman people who collect every single Batman known to mankind, or who are so far up like Michael Keaton's ass that they eat everything that they feed out with him on it. But to normal human beings,
Jeez.
we don't accept this. We don't accept this. This just looks like booty.
Wow. Hating. There.
Goodbye, Instagram followers. Again.
Goodbye, our one watcher. Manny loves him.
No, I mean, I love Michael Keaton, but I'm just saying, like, people who would probably buy this are the people who are, like, stuck to his ass, like, hardcore. Like, I understand, like, the 1/6 Batmans, the 1/12s, but what the fuck is this shit, NECA? Like, this is just them, like, oh, well, if we slap Michael Keaton's face on it, people are going to buy it, even though it looks like shit. That's the route that I was going with my rant. It wasn't necessary to really call anybody out or hate on anybody, so take that as this. Yeah, but yeah, there's that fucking thing. They're also shipping out Ultimate Alien. These things look very cool. You got anything to say about these? I mean, to me, they just look like every other Alien that they've released. So
let me check here. I think I might have blown it for you. Oh, Ultimate Dog Alien. That's the one from Alien 3. I blew it for you. The brown, I think it's like a brownish one. But they're releasing that one. That's the Ultimate Dog. It comes with like the half-grown dog and the little tiny alien. It comes with a couple different things, and I'm probably gonna pick them up. That's my favorite Alien, so I'm all on board that train. But it's really annoying that Target doesn't carry them in stores for whatever reason. I went to their website to try and like get it at my local Target, or just have them hold it, or just pick it up from there, and they said it's delivery only, which is really annoying.
Now that you bring up Target, I've got a bone to pick with Target, dude. So Target released an exclusive Darth Vader Futura Pop, Funko Pop. They released it I think it was last Friday.
Yep.
You cannot order the damn thing online, and they literally get very, very fucking small shipments. And now, if everyone knows, if something's exclusive and the company only gets like maybe 7 to 10 a case, they're going to blow out within like the first hour that they're put on the shelf. And then you got to hassle the workers just to, to know if they're in stock. Like, if you actually go on Funko's Instagram or whatever, and they, you look up the future of pop, every comment on there is complaining about, having to go through this extra amount of work to get these pops, and it's a limited amount of quantities, and it's just like, bro. And like, my thing is like, if it's in store, come on, man, like let me order it online. Like, I don't live around a Target, so I can't be like, call them, say, hey, you got one in stock, and they'll be like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be there in an hour. Like, they're not gonna want to hold it. But if they would allow me to order it, like, the Black Series Mandalorian, come on, dude, that would make my heart tear up. But they don't.
Are they limited per person, or can anyone
Some
just
of them
go in there
are.
and buy the whole stuff?
Some stores are limited per person. Some allow you to only buy 1 or 2 at a time. But, some of them aren't. There are people saying that they bought 3 or 4 at a time, 4+ at a time. Like, it's crap. So, yeah, Target, please fix this shit, because I'd like to own one of these pops ASAP. It looks cool as shit. I was going to add it into the slide, but, I got distracted, and
we're too mad about it.
I got one of those things. Or, I was mad because Dylan told me the wrong alien. It could have been anything, but
It's
it's whatever.
understandable.
Super 7 is dropping a new release of Worst 7, or the Worst line figures. These things are pretty cool, man. They're a horror-based line, or villains, as they would say. And each of them go for $18 a piece. They're, what would you say, the 3 3/4? They look about that size.
I thought
Maybe smaller.
I thought the Super 7 had a specific like scale that they do, but
They're like, yeah, they're 3 3/4. That's what I said.
okay. Yeah, I know. No, you were right.
Questioning
Sorry.
my intelligence. But but no, they are releasing a whole new set of these guys, which they are really cool. If you're into kind of horror-esque kind of figures, this would be I would highly recommend these. These look very cool. The colors are very vibrant. Even the art on the boxes are very cool, very vibrant, very decorative. So I definitely recommend these guys if you're into stuff like that. They're all $18 a pop, so not too bad. Next up, we're going to talk about 3-0. So 3-0 picked up the Terminator license, and they're going to be.
This is nuts. If 3-0 gets into the 112, there's some pretty cool things they can do. They have a bright future in the 112 market for high end.
Yeah, dude. Like,
these look good.
3-0 actually, I believe last month they started. I don't remember if they announced or they started shipping out. Did I say last month? November. This month. My bad. They started shipping out a couple figures. They have a line with Destiny 2. So 2 of their Guardians are shipping out this month. Their Tyrion is shipping out this month. Their Tyrion, I believe, their 1/6 figure.
Yep.
Also their Drogon. I believe that one's one. I don't remember what scale that is. 1/12 or 1/6.
I think it's 1/6. That big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to go with their Daenerys, and he's enormous, but he's just a statue, and they call him a figure. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I saw that, and I promise, immediately thought if I add this to the slideshow and call it, what it is, Dylan's going to eat me out for it, and not in a good way. So it's going to really, really not be a good idea. But side note, this is very cool that 3-0 is doing a Terminator little project. So this is very cool. I'm not a big fan of the whole Dark Fate kind of idea because that movie did whatever, but maybe they'll surprise us. No,
you've seen it?
Yeah, I did, and I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, are you questioning me because you liked it? Is this where this is going?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I just have heard nothing but good things about it, but I think it kind of came from a lot of people not expecting much out of it.
Yeah, that's where I stand. I was on a roll and I kind of forgot what I was saying, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Storm Collectibles, these guys are killing it, yo. So Storm Collectibles dropped their Mortal Kombat figures, one being Cyrax. This dude, man, they put so much detail into these guys, dude. And 1/12 being, it's insane what they're giving out.
He's in hand now, right? Because
he is in hand.
Pre-order. Yeah, okay.
He is in hand, and they are sold out completely. There's no wait list or anything. So if you didn't score one of these guys, I'm so sorry. Jump on eBay, pay doubles. If you really want it that bad, go for it. But he's out. So it is a bummer, especially for people who are Mortal Kombat fans. They also dropped a Smoke. Again, very cool. I wish they would have given him a different head sculpt. I mean, none of that being, he is very cool looking. I do like the design he has, but I would have liked another head sculpt. He is also sold out, and there's no wait list for him. So if you want to jump on eBay and pay double, I recommend it if you really want him. But if not, maybe they'll bring some more back. Maybe they won't. Don't get your panties in a wad if they don't. What? That was a gasp there. What do you got to say?
I was just gonna say this is the, what do they call it? Like the robot version of Smoke, right? Not
Y-
the ninja version.
yes, this is a robot version.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Is that your only
The
question?
No, I was also gonna say Cyrax still says it's up for pre-order on
Bro, I
Big Bad Toy Store.
literally. Okay, see, I was on Storm Collectibles. That's where I saw it.
Yeah, it sells out quickly on their site, so I think you can
Okay.
still get it like on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad
Well,
Toy Store and things like
okay.
that.
Well, sorry, people. You can still order these guys from Big Bag Toy Store. But if you go on Storm Collectibles website, it is sold out. So there's still hope. You don't have to rely on eBay and paying the double price for these guys.
And
There's
but
hope.
do be cautious because when they
Maybe.
do sell out, they do sell out fairly quickly, and then it does seem like they're tougher to get and can get pretty spendy if you're not careful.
Yeah, then you'll have to rely on eBay and paying that double price.
Mm.
Just don't get on eBay. Stay away. They also have sent out their Scorpion, which this guy is very cool. He's got 2 mask swaps, which why one has a skull and it's yellow, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me, but
Me neither.
let bygones be bygones. He's also sold out on the Storm Collectibles site. Pretty much all those Mortal Kombat figures are sold out on the site right now. None of them have a wait list, but as Dylan pointed out, it is still available on 2 other sites, Big Bad Toy Store and what was the other one?
Entertainment Earth.
There you go, Entertainment Earth. That one Earth place that's entertaining. So Hasbro is doing us a solid this year, dude. They're dropping some nice hits, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Hasbro. Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah. Not looking.
You just look though. Do you want me to skip this one?
No, we gotta cover it. Dirty sob.
I'm sorry. You know I would never do things like this to you.
I know. No, this is from the Mandalorian, I believe.
Yes.
The heavy infantry Mandalorian. He's blue, bulky, comes with a chain gun and a big old backpack. He looks like a beast.
Oh, but he is a beast. He's a big beast. These guys. This guy has been shown off today. So, with that being said, there's not much on him. Not much on him at all. But he looks very cool. He's got, the Mandalorian helmet. He's a monster. And that's all I got on him, man. I'm not a very big fan of the color scheme on him. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like the yellow backpack that he's got that harbors the chain gun. It's yellow. It's very freaking yellow. Not about it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not big into that. I like the colors, but it just doesn't translate on there very well. I'm interested to see him in the show, see how this
is adapted
the show.
Yeah, I am too. Have you seen the first episode?
Yep. Have you?
Of course I have. What are you talking about?
I've watched it twice. It's good.
Really? I was gonna watch it today, and then I thought nope, and I took a nap, so I didn't watch it. So I haven't seen it twice, but I did see it, and it blew my mind. It was, I felt like it was to me, it felt a little rushed. I will not lie. The first episode did feel rushed with the constant transitions, but that is some golden Star Wars content right there.
Yeah, it felt Star Wars, but it felt different at the same time. That's what I liked about it. Is there's new things about it, but it's still like the soundtrack was different than any other Star Wars thing we've ever heard before. Like it sounded like pipes playing, like peace pipes playing, stuff like that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, man. But yeah, this is very cool. It's a very cool addition to the Mandalorian series. I'm excited to see where this goes. I said what I said. That's all I got on that.
I meant recorders, not peace pipes. Sorry.
Well, either way, it's pretty funny.
Whoa, I didn't see this.
Yeah, so Black Series revealed a C-3PO and Chewie double pack. C3PO is his parts are removable to where he can be put together or um held in Chewbacca's little knapsack, like in what episode was that? Uh what was it,
Episode.
episode 5?
Yeah, it's Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, that's what I figured. In episode 5. And it's very cool, man. Like they look really nice, and it doesn't Chewbacca doesn't actually look like a reuse of an old figure, that they have. He actually looks like he's got a little bit of rework done to him. C3PO's got, it's C3PO, the annoying fucking droid that nobody claims to like. But this is very cool. They just announced this today as well, I believe. So I don't know much about him either. They haven't released, a price for him, which most double packs are not that pricey anyways. Probably, I'm sure, around $40, if not less. So
That's cool though. To be able to kind of detach it and then put it together as the actual figure. It just looks. I don't know. Does that look out of scale to you standing beside Chewbacca?
oh, it looks extremely out of scale.
He looks a little. C3PO put together seems small next to Chewbacca there. That's my only complaint. But when Hot Toys does a C3PO, I think they need to do an ultimate C3PO and do something like this to where they can make his parts removable, look like the Empire Strikes Back, interchangeable armor parts to match different movies. I think that if they just do a flat out deluxe version of C3PO where you could match any look from any movie with him, I think that's the way they gotta go. They gotta kind of copy this a little bit. And once Sideshow does go further into the Empire Strikes Back lines, hopefully when they produce like Lando and Han Solo from Empire Strikes Back, they can redo Chewbacca again to make him look as good as he did in the episode 4 version, and then maybe make a Chewbacca version with a C3PO that can do this. But I think that's the way they have to do C3POs when Hot Toys does. I think there's such potential for that, and you can't tell me they don't do that, because if you've ever seen oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank right now. 3 Zero's power armor that they do from the Fallout games, the 1.6 versions of them. That's what they do. They come with an exoskeleton and then you interchange the armor parts. And I know they're hefty in price, $380, but I guarantee you a lot of people would be fine with paying for a $350 C3PO if you're able to match any look you want with it.
Yeah, instead of just doing the whole robot bullshit,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And I just think that if you're able to do that too, it takes out. I know they won't do that because they're a business and they're going to want to come out with one for every movie, and because they'll sell. But I think that's got to be the way Hot Toys does it. I just know they won't.
So these guys are actually up for pre-order right now on Amazon. They are $49.99 and they will be released December 20th of this year. So when does the movie? So what? A couple of days after the Rise of Skywalker comes out?
Yeah.
Doesn't that come out on the 14th, right?
15th, I think. Officially 15th, yeah.
Yeah, so this comes out December 20th, so a couple days after that. Just to get your hopes up on some Star Wars content. I'm not going to buy it, but, I'm very picky with the figures that I buy anyway. So that being said, next up we have the Revan GameStop exclusive. This guy is available right now. He's going for, I believe, Rainer said he pre-ordered at the store, and I believe he said it was $27 with the pre-order price added on. I'm not a very big fan of it. I love Revan. I have a 1/6 custom of him, but I don't know. Just the fact that it looks completely like a repainted version of the KOTOR one kind of has me a little salty. But, to each his own. Are you going to score this, man?
That's essentially what he is, though, right? Is just kind of like a lighter version. This is based off of that Star Wars app game. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, it's I know what you're talking about. I know what it's based off of, but give me something different. Like, switch it up a little bit.
Mhm.
Don't give me the same figure that I could buy and then repaint myself. He does come in a really cool box, I will say. It's black and purple. His picture on the box, he's kind of blackened out in his purple highlighter. I'm so sorry. The purple lightsaber, Jesus. I told you, man, been going full retard all day today. Um, but his purple lightsaber lights up on his picture, but it's pretty cool, man. I think the only thing that kind of has won me over on buying him, if I do, is the box itself. Like, I love the box design. It's really nice.
It
Uh,
does look good.
yeah, and like I said,
Clean.
yeah, and he's available for pre-order right now at GameStop right now. He releases in December, so be on the lookout for that. If you're a Revan fan, I'd snag this real quick because he will be gone really quick. You can still find the KOTOR Revan release from Black Series. Around he goes for about 20 to 30 bucks a pop, so he's not too expensive. At first he was going for about 60 bucks, 60
Yeah,
$70.
they re-released him, right?
Yeah, and that's when his price dropped. So now you can find him pretty cheap, and I'm sure with this guy you will as well if you miss out on him. But I don't know, man. Black Series is also releasing a Attack of the Clones wave, which is very cool, dude. As you can tell, as you can see, they have the battle droid, which the battle droid can fold up like he does, in the movies where he's all folded up and then he kind of stands up,
Mm.
battle form. You can do that with his body, which I thought was very cool. They also have Kit Fisto, Faux Plume, Clo Plume. I always get his
Plo
fucking.
Plo Koon.
There you go. I always say like Faux Coon or some shit like that. I always get it mixed up. Full retard. Attack of the Clones, Anakin and Obi-Wan, and they're also releasing a Dooku. These figures won't be out till next year in March, April. So yeah, are you gonna be scoring any of these guys?
I don't think so. I think it was a one-off with some of the carbonized Black Series that I got into.
Yeah, I don't. I think I'm pretty set with my Black Series for right now, especially after getting the carbonized. I still actually want to score the Sith Trooper if I run into him, but that would honestly be the only one I'm missing because the only other one that came out was just a Snow Trooper, and who the hell wants a Snow Trooper?
Yeah, I didn't
Carbonized.
get that one either.
Yeah, that's wasted effort there, man. Like, give me something cool. Don't give me a fucking Snow Trooper, you bitches. But yeah, man, that's what's kind of been new. That's what we have news wise. Also, big news, man. Fucking Foosh, dude.
Yeah, so this is huge for for the smaller figure community. He's kind of a staple in the community, as a lot of people know. Everyone knows Foosh, one way or the other. A lot of people like him, like his videos, and he came out with a statement on his social media. This is Robo. He said, "As much as I love making content, I will not be playing YouTube's game. I'm not going to worry about that, about what I can say or what features they are taking away, or if I'm going to wake up to a hefty fine from the government. Tomorrow will be the last weekly and toy-related video I post to the platform, and it will have all the details. After rambling about the toy news from the past 2 weeks, of course, FooshTube is out. Foosh Plus is in, I guess. If you read this far, it won't be all behind a paywall." And so it sounds like he's quitting. This has to do with YouTube cracking down on a lot of toy reviewers. Actually, it's not just him. It has to do with language and things like that, because toys are seen as directed to kids. Like, they're kind of painting too black and white of a line. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of people are really upset the way YouTube is doing this. Essentially, he can be fined up to $30,000 for violating YouTube's new rules. Anthony Hernandez he posts from the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors group on Facebook. He says it's screwing a lot of us over and could completely ruin all of us action figure reviewers. We could be fined up to $30,000 for violating these new rules, or videos removed, losing our channel as a whole. This affects pretty much everyone in the community, which I agree, which it does. Yeah, there's no, what it sounds like the main issue is YouTube has no guidelines and no lines on what should be for kids and what isn't aimed as kids. And they're saying like you can't post something aimed at kids and then cuss a lot in it, or you can't show or do or say explicit things in videos that are aimed as kids, but they can list all these videos as not being for kids, and it won't matter. There's so far it just kind of comes from the lack of transparency from YouTube with it all. He's just not gonna play that game. He's not gonna deal with it. It sounds like, so he's gonna go other routes. The bad issue with this is YouTube pretty much, they didn't think this through. If people are going to go elsewhere for this stuff. If these guys pop up a channel through Twitch or Vimeo, is it? I don't know, another service, video service like that. They're going to do that, and people are going to follow some of these guys over that. There, you scroll down on that post by Anthony Hernandez, and you scroll down, and you can see all kinds of people saying, I'll support Foosh any way I can, pretty much. So that's definitely, I think we're going to see that creep up in the 1/6 community a little bit. Maybe not as much, since it definitely is built a little bit more for adults. The 1/6 community, easier to justify to YouTube, but I think we're going to see it creeping up over time. I think it seems like the 1/6 community, for whatever reason, gets hit with a lot of this kind of stuff and drama last out of all the other figure communities. So yeah. I think Zach and Dean and all them will be talking about probably on the next or the next Collecting Weekly or the one after that, because this is a bigger deal than a lot of people make it out to be, and pretty much affects everyone. Like, who doesn't like Foosh, for God's sakes? Who doesn't like going to his videos and watching him?
Yeah, and I think that does kind of fall back on YouTube all in all, because I mean, yeah, toys are aimed at kids, but I mean, come on, man. Like, there's things such as, doesn't YouTube have like a kids YouTube kind of thing anyways? And it's not
Yep.
And it's not necessarily, Foosh's fault for the kid looking up whatever toy he's reviewing and watching it. It's not, that's not on any of the YouTube creators' fucking fault,
Yeah, people have listed quite a few things coming down to this, that why this happened. I think that's what a lot of people are confused by. They're asking, why is this happening? One of the reasonings being that YouTube got in a lot of trouble for something with how they allowed children to view a lot of their videos that shouldn't have been able to view. They got in trouble for that, and then by working off children's statistics based on videos what they watched. So they they got in trouble for stuff in the back end there, and I think this is their way of retaliating or cracking down. They also, some people are saying it had to do with pedophile comments on some children videos. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Maybe in the comments, dude.
Yeah, I don't. And then some others have said it just came down to that there's too many people doing free marketing rather than actual toy reviews for a lot of toy companies. Like that kid reviewer who does all those toy videos, and it's just essentially free marketing for them that he's doing, and then making millions off of YouTube. So I think it's a combination of a bunch of different things they're trying to do, and they tried to make it too simple, and it's not going to end well for YouTube. I don't think. There's petitions going out, but it doesn't seem like they care. As Anthony Hernandez stated, this is a tough situation.
Yeah, especially if you're a YouTube creator. Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, I mean, if you think about it though, like, as thinking about talking about this kid who reviews these toys and is now a fucking multi-millionaire and has his own toy line, dude. has its own toy line. And I do feel that I do see it, YouTube as being a gateway for things, making it easy for people such as, us or YouTube creators to make it big. But that's what it's, that's the platform as it is. You can't just strip the people from, what you created from the get-go. It's like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the reins, but you're gonna get rich, and I'm just gonna strip you of it, and then now you got to fucking walk. Like, you just
One of
lost
the
that shit.
Yeah, and one of the big issues is they're telling people what they're creatively trying to accomplish, and these guys are like, that's not at all what I'm trying to. And yeah, this affects more than just the people who are creating the content. Obviously, this affects everyone who is doing who watches them. Like for you and I, we watch Foosh all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a large character to take out of the picture there, and it's gonna be tough. Interesting to see where this goes, how this ends. We'll
Yeah,
keep everyone up to date with it.
do our best at most, But yeah, that's definitely a big hit in the heart right there. I will not lie, but kind of just see where it goes. Um, this this dun 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 dun. Collecting Weekly's 2019 Figure Awards. So if you guys, obviously not all of our listeners are in Collecting Weekly Ox group on Facebook, but there is Collecting Weekly does have a uh, awards figure awards going on, and basically there's a link that takes you and you kind of vote for your overall favorite figure of the year per brand, so forth. If you're interested in being a part of that, get on their Facebook and there's a link there. But we have some things to talk about.
Yeah, Zach kind of wanted, like I said at the beginning of the show, he wanted us to cover some of the segments that we specialize in. For instance, the nomination for which figure is your nomination for the best 1/12 figure, and then which figure is your nominee for best figure under $30. This is important just for we right now. We only have, I believe, I can't remember the exact amount, but we have quite a few nominations. But the more, the better, the more accurate it'll be, I think. Um, but the Mandalorian definitely has kind of ran away with a lot of these two things. I know Zach already nominated the Mandalorian for the best, or the first nomination Zach said was the Mandalorian for under best figure under $30.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that should be one of the nominations for best 1/12 figure also, for sure. The other one that came out for nomination for best 1/12 figure was the Mezco Netflix Punisher. That's the one that was already done by Collecting Weekly and confirmed. One that I would argue too is the Mezco Gomez Stealth version. I think that one is cool as hell. He comes with so many accessories, and he comes in a metal lunchbox. Let me grab it for you real quick. I gotta show you. I still got it in the wrapper. I haven't even taken the second one out. I have two of them, but let me grab the other one. Do 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 do. My open one is packed away, but like this is the stealth version. What he comes in, it's just like a metal tin lunchbox, and he comes with a ton of stuff packed in that lunchbox, and I think he kind of took it away from a lot of them for me. I think you could also argue the Mezco Blade. That's a bit more of a
That
niche
thing
one,
was
but
cool.
yeah, that one's really well received. I think those two from Mezco's. Storm Collectibles Dark Side was on there. That one could be, but it's got to get released first for people to realize. I think that's kind of what I was waiting for too, but I wanted to get some nominations in. Mine might change depending on what gets released before the end of the year. Like that Bane could very well get released too. Who knows? Another one that I think is great is the Great Twins Terminator 2 Judgment Day T800. That thing is fantastic. I have heard nothing but great things about that, and when you look at it, it's very tough to tell the difference between that and some of Hot Toys' first Terminator figures that they've done. I don't think it competes obviously with Hot Toys like DX series ones, but they've done really great with that one. I think that's another one that should be up there. Let's see what else. Someone nominated Mezco Black Adam. Black Adam, I believe, came out in 2017. So that one we'll have to keep on. Someone nominated Mezco Agent Gomez. You could talk me into that one.
But I won't.
Someone nominated SH Figure Arts Infinity War Hulk. And then Mezco 112 Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that one is also a really good figure. Really well done.
Oh, yeah. That one was actually really nice.
Yeah, really well done for... That's one of the few Spider-Man figures that's has cloth material. It's cloth materials, and you don't need to worry about the way you pose it.
Mm-hmm.
It still has some leather stuff that can crease, but you really don't have to worry about it much with that one. NECA's TMNTs. So I don't know if that's just all of them. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where you'd have to draw the line. It can't be all of them. Maybe that could be a release of the year, I would think, but that can't be like just a singular 112 figure. So
we've talked about what 3 different lines that they've dropped at them.
Yeah, and there's different turtles within that. So whoever nominated them, that's a very good nomination, I would say, but specify which one you think is the best out of them all. Someone also nominated Mezco Batman. That once again needs to be a little bit more specific, as Mezco just shits out Batman figures. They came out with, I want to say, oh god, 4 or 5 of them this year. 4 of them.
Yeah, as we've talked about 4 of them, because there was the one with Black Mask, then there was the one with the blue suit, or I'm sorry, the gray suit with, I believe it's gray, with the blue mask. There was 4, dude. There's 4 total.
There's 4 just Sovereign Knight, so specify which Sovereign Knight you like. I would suggest that the Mezco... I would say the Mezco PX is the best one. I think that yellow, or the yellow symbol with the blue suit, or the blue cape and gray suit, I think that's the best Batman ever released, to be honest. I can't find a single thing wrong with that guy. So if someone could specify who they wanted there, that we had Mezco Cyclops nominated. So that's
that one's cool, but those laser beams just look weird.
I think the lasers look fine. The only thing I don't like is the head sculpt. The rest of it, I think the rest of the figure, it's the strong part about it is the actual suit, which is most of the figure, so that's good. It's just the head sculpt kind of kills that one for me. It's just it's got that luminescent, like clear skin color. It's really hard to explain, but how people, I believe on Dorklair, how that Dorklair podcast, how they described it is it's almost like it wasn't painted. Like they manufactured that color, and that's how they came out. That's almost what they're like. So that's my only gripe with that figure. Otherwise, that is a great figure. It's all one thing too to discuss is do we do the Mandalorian Black Series all as one, or do we do a carbonized Mandalorian?
I think we should do it all as one, because the difference between the carbonized, you already know the difference between the carbonized and the original. Well, I don't know, because there have been issues with the carbonized Mandalorian with the paint coming off.
Right.
So there have been issues with that. So I mean, I don't know. That's a hard one, because we could do it all in all. and kind of
I
just say
I
fuck it.
tend to agree that do them all together as one.
Yeah, I
Like
feel that.
I think take the negative, take that as one of the negatives is the paint on it, but the rest of it. Um and then another one, let's see, MLC Professor Hulk. Uh,
Uh, I don't. Oh, I didn't. I hated everything about that. Everything released on Professor Hulk, I fucking hated. It just looks so stupid to me that they put him in a big ass blue jumpsuit, dude.
okay. I honestly I don't mind him. I just don't have much of an opinion on that. Another one was figure arts Rashi. Sorry, I'm
Hiroshi?
butchering it. Yes.
Well, not
Um,
Hiroshi. Roshi?
Master
Master
Roshi.
Roshi?
A lot of people from Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people really like this one. The accessories he comes with, the turtle shell. Um,
I think this was a nomination because people have been waiting on him for a very long time. As I do remember when he was released, people lost their shit because everyone was waiting for Hiroshi. So I feel like that's probably why he was a nomination because he was, a long time waited figure. And, finally we got it and it just, it excited people. I feel like that's maybe why he's a nomination. I don't know. That could just be a terrible assumption. But for me, I feel like there are multiple Dragon Ball Z figures that were a lot better than him.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
but to each their own.
You really liked what was the one you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to because I'm pretty sure that one came out way before 2019. So
Okay.
yeah, it came out in 2017.
Okay. So that was another one. I know I think the arguing point of that one would be the fact that he's got three different heads and then three different mouths. So like he's got the battling head, laughing hat, no glasses for
Okay.
heads, and then the mouths, he's got open mouth, closed mouth, and grinning. So he comes with a ton. He also has a Dragon Ball, a cane, his cane is like I said, his turtle shell, which I still think is weird. Sorry, I'm so ignorant with Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I'm in the
But
same boat. I've never been a Roshi fan, and he's the most like he's like the biggest womanizer and fucking well, not womanizer but pervert in the show. So
I do remember that.
yeah,
Um, Zach says Mandalorian all is one, same as Maul for hot toys, just for simplification. I agree. I think that's kind of what I could get behind. Um, so that's I think what I would say is narrowing it down for best 12. I would suggest the four that need to be on there is the Black Series Mandalorian.
yep.
I think the Mezco Gomez stealth version.
Okay. Wait, do you say this only because well, the Big Ten lunchbox is a big factor, but
Because of the
overall,
amount of accessories he comes with.
okay,
He comes
okay,
with a ton of it. You got to
all right.
look it up.
No, I
He comes
know
with a lot.
we talked about it, but no, I just clarification. Don't worry.
Um, I would say the Great Twins Terminator 2 T800,
Which those look dope. I looked them up.
and I would, if someone could give me a specific NECA TMNT, I would go for one of them. But since we don't have one of them nominated quite yet, I would like maybe you and I could discuss ourselves and kind of pick one of those ones to push on. But if not, I think that Roshi looks like a great release. I'm,
Mm.
I don't think that's it looks really I've seen him in the cartoon. I've seen bits and parts of the cartoon. I've given Dragon Ball Z so many chances and I just can't get into it. I respect people who are into it and who do love it,
It's because
but
it's a very drug out and very
yeah,
drug out anime.
it just he translates very well to a figure, which is very hard for anime. I feel like, and I feel like that's one. I feel like that should be on there. So, I think add those four in would be my recommendations. You could talk me into Mezco, Spider-Man: Homecoming, You could talk me into the Mezco Agent Gomez. Like I said, you could specify one of the NECA TMNTs. I just would want to know the reason why, but obviously it doesn't make you do that in the voting.
So apparently we have to choose someone other than the Mandalorian because it's already nominated.
No, it
So
was nominated for best figure under $30. We're talking about best 1/12 figure, Zach.
eat shit.
We have decided that we think they should be able to
Be
win
in
both
both categories.
if need be, which Mandalorian's coming out hot. I think it's coming out the perfect time of year for everyone to feed on the hype. I think it is a great figure. I think it's the best figure under $30, but which it got nominated for. I don't think of it as release of the year. I think the release of the year, you have to look at like volume, price, like what you get out of it, the detail, pretty much like the value. I think you have to look a lot of, and that does have very good value. It's just tough for me when Black Series has so much kind of coming out and pumping out that they've got a lot to pick from. It definitely needs to be nominated though. So those are the ones that I would recommend for
and that's where I was
figure.
That's where I was going to come with is like we are nominating a Black Series figure, man. Like a Black Series fucking figure. So for it to be, a Black Series Mandalorian figure, like I don't know, to me, yeah, there is, the fact that there's a lot of Black Series figures out there. To me, to nominate a Black Series figure overall that says a lot because, come on. Like a lot of the Black Series Star Wars figures are shit. Like the paint most of the time is shit. The sculpt is retarded. Like everything about the Mandalorian I'd have to say is pretty fucking on point. It's like they got their shit together and were like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then made the Mandalorian and didn't mess up any possible way. Like, yeah, you probably could touch up the paint a tad bit here and there if you're Zach and or an over exaggerator and an overachiever. I love you, Zach, but you don't, and it still looks good. So
So Zach says he wants us to list the top 5 that we see, including the one that was already nominated, is what I would assume. So this is going to be what I think should be nominated. He says, dude, this is the best Black Series yet. Black Series is bananas this year with face printing and other stuff. I agree. Same with Marvel Legends. It's been insane. Marvel Legends, I think, just blew me away on a lot of their releases this year. I believe Hasbro was my most improved company of the year. Oh no, it was Sideshow. That's right. I said Sideshow. I said Hasbro.
I didn't want to correct you. I didn't want to correct you.
But yeah. Anyway, so my 5 would be the Mezco 1/12 Punisher Netflix version, the Gomez Stealth version, Mezco Gomez Stealth version. So those 2, and then I would say he says Mezco Spider-Man Homecoming, so I agree with that one. And then
that was quick.
And then I would say the Mandalorian, the Black Series Mandalorian, and the 5th one I would say Great Twins Terminator 2.
Okay.
What would you say?
I'd agree 100% on the Netflix Punisher. 100%. That thing was clean, hardcore clean. Obviously the Mandalorian because I just gave a whole ass speech about it, so obviously I have to say the Mandalorian. God, I wish whoever nominated the Batman would have been specific, dude, because Mezco released a lot of good Batmans except for that fucking one with blackface.
yeah. Tough to argue.
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't like, but if they would have been specific, then I would have been up with that. But I'll agree that Agent Gomez, dude. I'm sorry, Stealth Gomez. Stealth Gomez, like, dude, that lunchbox already has me one, dude. Like, that's some dope ass shit, for real. I do remember talking about him, and yes, he does come with a lot of stuff. I wish the new one, the one that we just talked about, the Samurai, the Roach Gomez, I wish that would have already been released because that would have definitely been my Gomez to go for. but I'll agree with Stealth Gomez.
All the Gomez's, by the way, are on the best Mezco body. I believe that they say it's a Spider-Man body, so like super articulated, one of the best bodies they've ever made. So they're all really good in that sense. Zach said he'll ask the Batman guy to be more specific. Zach, could you also have the NECA TMNT guy specify which TMNT he wanted, or put that in release of the year? Because I believe NECA came out with them in packs, and I believe they came out with some of them in single packs. So,
yep, they were all released in waves.
yes,
And
very valid. It's a very valid nomination, like I said, but I don't think a pack of 4 should be able to win best 112 figure.
I'll agree with the Terminator because I looked it up and that looks pretty fucking legit. So I'll agree with that one. What am I at? Am I at 4? I think I'm at 4.
You said the Gomez, the Batman,
Nope,
if
I
it's
didn't.
the right Batman.
Yeah, but can I really say the Batman if I don't know which Batman? Like, what if they're
Yes.
like, I like the black Batman? I'm just like, no, I don't like that one. But I said Stealth Gomez, and then I said Netflix Punisher. What?
Zach Turtle Guys.
I agree with all the ones you said except for Master Roshi. I'm just not a Roshi fan. I don't believe that one was a nomination for me.
That's perfectly fine. Who would you take instead?
God, it's either a Hulk or a Cyclops. I think I might have to go with the SH Figure Arts Hulk. Because fuck that scientist Hulk.
SH Infinity War Hulk. Got it. I actually didn't say Roshi. I think I argued for him a lot, and he got beat out by the Great Twins Terminator 2 Judgment Day T800 for me.
Okay, well then I agree with everything you said then. Because
Okay.
I didn't want to choose the SH Hulk, but see, I would have said I agree and cut my whole discussion short, but I fucked up and thought you said Roshi, and I'm like, I can't commit to that.
I argued for him a lot. I think that is pretty cool how 3 different heads, 3 interchangeable mouth plates, that's pretty big. I think that's why I like the Endgame. A lot of the Captain America releases for Hot Toys a lot. Like the Endgame one coming up is you get 2 head sculpts and then 3 interchangeable mouth plates with one of the head sculpts. I think that gives it a lot of flexibility and it makes it very very flexible
Diverse.
yeah, dynamic. So the other one was, which is your figure nominee for best figure under $30? Now this was the one that the Mandalorian was already nominated in,
Damn, I thought
which
we did this already. Holy shit.
is deserving. So no,
we spent a lot of time on just the 1/12 one. This one's gonna be even longer, man. There's more options.
I know. Yeah, this one was a lot less of a runaway, I would say.
By the way, you're welcome, Zach, for getting you into these 1/12s. The small talk's getting to you, buddy. So as far as nominations goes for best figure under $30, there was the Funko Dark Crystal Hup. Okay, I haven't seen that show, so I don't know what that is.
That's an interesting nomination. That I know is Zach's been a big fan of that Hup character. Another good one is Nightcrawler. I know Nightcrawler. I believe it's not specific, but I'm guessing whoever voted for Nightcrawler meant the Marvel Legends version.
There's 2 of them on there.
Where's the other one?
On number 8. Underneath Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. So that one was a very good one. I would suggest that one. So we already got Mandalorian. That one's already nominated in this category from the get-go. I would say that one, the Nightcrawler, is
what did you want to name off the nominations, or did you already want to go off and call out your top 5?
I'll call out my top 5. Well, yeah, I'll call out my top 5 because there's a lot here to go over.
Well, let's just go over them. So we can't be the 112 guys and then not go over the 112 stuff. We got to stick to our guns, man. Let's just do this. Let's get it over with. We could already been done. So runner-ups are Nightcrawler or Marvel Legends Nightcrawler, Marvel Legends 80th Iron Man, which that one's pretty cool. The Mandalorian Carbonite, the Mandalorian in general, which we've already agreed that those kind of fall under the same. They're the same thing. War Machine Punisher Legends, Hasbro Black Series Clone Wars Rebels Chopper.
That's an
Stop.
interesting one.
Yeah, stop. NECA.
Just
NECA what?
Yeah.
Okay. Black Series 6-inch Purge Trooper. That's a cool one. MLC Ben Grimm. Okay.
Purge Trooper, I didn't even think about.
Yeah, that one's cool. Black Series Padme, Clone Commander Kenobi. That's the Black Series. Worthy Captain America. Okay.
That is a good one.
Mandalorian's on here like 10 times. I'm assuming Marvel Legends Mystique. Okay, so the Mandalorian's on here like 10 times.
Which it's already nominated, so let me name off my top 5, what I think.
Oh my god, boy.
I'm just itching. I would say, so we already got the Mandalorian. I would say Worthy Captain America.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he said don't forget the RX-78 Bandai Spirits.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
Give it a Google quick. It's a.
I am. Don't tell me what to do, man. Shit.
Jeez, all right. It's a Gundam, I believe. Anyways, the Mandalorian, which is already there. I say Worthy Captain America.
Oh, it is a Gundam.
And then Nightcrawler.
Bro, that thing's sick. Okay.
And that War Machine Legends Punisher.
Oh, okay.
I think that one is legit. So there's 4 for me. God, it's dominated by Hasbro, but what can I say? I'm really biased against Funko, so I'd be okay with putting Funko Dark Crystal Hup on there, but I honestly don't. I haven't even seen it. So
yeah.
The other one is Marvel Legends 80th Iron Man. That one is a really good one. I know Zach has raved about that one. I think Cody, he said, got him into it, and that's no joke. I've seen that in stores quite a bit too. Another one that wasn't nominated that I was very impressed with was the Marvel Legends Gambit.
That one actually was really nice.
That one was a really good one. The cape is rough on it though, obviously, or his cloak, whatever you want to call it.
But that's why it didn't win, man.
That's another good one, I think, the Marvel Legends Gambit. But I think that the Nightcrawler, Mandalorian, Worthy Captain, and then the Punisher,
War Machine Punisher.
Yep. And then I would say the Iron Man.
Okay. I could agree with that, but I'm not gonna agree. I will say this actually has a lot more options, so I'm about this. I will say the 80th Iron Man, that's a plus. I cannot believe someone said Rebels Chopper. That's got me rolling. The Purge Trooper, because I think it was dope. There is a lot of Black Series. Holy shit. I think all of mine are going to be the Black Series, dude, to be honest.
That's okay. The Purge Trooper, that is a good one. I've heard really good things about that one. I want it. I just don't have it yet. I think I actually might be getting that one.
Yeah, I've seen it in a couple stores and I've been questioning it, but I haven't gotten it yet. But if Zach has said RX-78 Bandai Spirits, I will say that because that is dope. Like, hell yeah. So, Bandai Spirits, Purge Trooper. Obviously the fucking Mandalorian. It's on here 10 goddamn times. The Iron Man. And fifth one. Who's to be my fifth one to go? I guess I will say. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna have to say the War Machine Punisher. That thing was clean as hell looking. I will agree with you on that one.
So we're pretty close. Might be a little biased to Star Wars, but Star Wars had a great year this year. Like
they did. You know what else I didn't realize? They came out this year, didn't it? The Black Series Grievous, didn't that come out this year? Yeah, that came out this year. I'm surprised that one didn't make it on the nominations.
That was a good one too. Yeah, I know a lot of people have for sure enjoyed that one. Wasn't there one big complaint against it or not?
No, actually, the only one that so far the only Grievous that I know that has a lot of complaints was the Disney one that they released, because that thing would not stand for the life of it. No matter what you did, those legs were shit, dude. Like if you've ever messed with the Sideshow Grievous and thought this was trouble, like no, that Disney release that they did a Grievous, that was total shit. It was, I believe it was titanium, and so like the body was just too heavy for the legs, and the stand that it came with would not hold that damn thing up. So yeah. And no, you're a liar, Zach, because I've seen the Purge Trooper at GameStop. Come at me, dog. Yes. I remember seeing that damn thing at GameStop. So I went to GameStop earlier this week, I believe Wednesday actually, and I saw it. So maybe they had it early release. I don't know, but I did see it there.
Isn't that one of the ones that is having a couple different releases? I think, isn't that what you get when you pre-order the game, and then there's a separate release that they're doing?
I don't know. I thought when you pre-order the game, you get the main character. I don't even remember his name. Cade.
Remember you and Dean argued about that for the longest time. Yeah, when Dean was on here, you guys argued and you got all pissy because he showed you which one it was afterwards.
Oh yeah, that is true. That fucker. Oh, I miss Dean. But no,
I do too.
But no,
we gotta get Manny on here.
You
know,
we do gotta get Manny on here, but he's gotta get on here. Like, we can set it up, but he's got to show up, man. What did you take that as? You just said what?
I swear that the Purge Trooper has been out. It comes out on November 15th.
I'm pretty sure.
That's when the
game comes out.
Is, but I could have swore there's 2 releases with this one, and that I've seen it. Maybe
I know I've seen it, dude, because I was going to pick it up when I was at GameStop. Oh, no, I lied. I was at GameStop on Sunday because I was with the lady, and we walked into GameStop, and I showed her. I was like, look, this is new. And it was the fucking Purge Trooper. I remember that shit, and I almost bought it.
I believe you. You can get it from eBay.
Yeah, I remember that because they had it sitting right next to the Funko.
Okay. Yeah. So
that sums up the figure or nominations from us.
What'd you put for release of the year?
Bro, you're really gonna ask me this question right now? Oh man, I don't even remember, dude.
I just say that because that's the one like I'm so adamant about that. I think I'm okay.
I think I put Maul, dude.
That's a good one. What my release of the year was, I'm just like blowing everything in this episode for my nominations, but if you
want to know what Dylan nominated, watch this episode, man.
The Mezco per Commissioner Gordon and Bat Signal double pack. I thought that was one of the coolest releases I've ever got in my life. The way that the Bat Signal actually shines fairly bright, the actual Bat Signal, and you with the Commissioner Gordon, you get an old looking one, a young looking head sculpt. You get him you get a bulletproof vest, you get his full you get like his badge, you get his trench coat, you get so many different looks with him. I think that one just blew me away. I honestly have considered buying two, and I would have if I could have. At the time, I my money had to go elsewhere, but I wanted to get two of them very bad, and I would have. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Like, I'll agree with you on that, dude. That was a very, very cool release. Like, a very cool release. So I'll agree, but no, I'm 100% positive I put Grievous. Grievous. I put Darth Maul. Holy shit. But no, I'm 100% sure I put Darth Maul. Even though I don't even own him. I wish I owned him, but I know that's what I put. So, but that sums that up. That sums up that good old nomination figure awards that we get to go do whenever you show up. Whenever you show up.
shh, we don't know when yet.
Okay, surprise.
It is going to be a surprise.
But that's all I got, man. You got anything else you want to add?
No, that's all I got too. Once again, shout out to my local comic book store, Paradox Comics, taking care of me as always. I got that Bane pre-ordered for Storm Collectibles through them. I was pretty jacked. They still had it,
That's
but
badass.
they're really good. Sometimes I don't catch some of my pre-orders in time. Their window is very small, but they're very good with letting me know when to order or somewhere else by and things like that. So, I'm I really like their customer service. Also, shout out to Alter Ego Comics for Hot Toys. I really don't know why more people don't buy with them. I will never get it. They fly under the radar so much. I know they get allotted a way smaller amount than Big Bad Toy Store, but they're free shipping and they do points. Like they do both of what Sideshow does and better than Big Bad Toy Store. They don't charge me tax. I don't know about what they would do with you guys, but they're great and they're great customer service. I know they're a small little comic book shop and they're managed, I believe, by like 4 or 5 people. And they have great customer service. I really like them.
You know what you should do is you should take a picture of your box or your figure when you open it, post it on Instagram, and then tag them in their Instagram so they know that we know that they be good at their service.
That is a good idea, sir.
You probably won't do it, but great idea. Is there anything else you want to add, my man?
No.
Anything at all?
No, I'm ready to hit the hay, I think.
So am I, dude. We've been at this for a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the shout outs to the good boys at Collecting Weekly. My boy Dean, bro, I was gonna call him Sydney and he was gonna hit me. So my boy Dean and the boy Rainer were in an accident, and I'm so happy they're good and alive.
Oh my God, yes, that was crazy. Zach was, God, I felt so bad not being able to
help them.
To help Zach out when it was established that they were going to be okay, and Zach needed help getting on the show because he recorded the last episode by himself, and I felt so bad that I couldn't I
didn't even realize that he did because I got online. It was probably 9:30. Dude, I was busy as shit that day. I don't even know. Anyways, it was fucked up. But I saw him on there. I was like, bro, StreamYard me.
Yeah.
But it was already too late. But no, I would have definitely helped him. I was gonna message him the next day and say, you should have StreamYard me all late and shit, and then get his hopes up and actually think that I wanted to be there. Anyways, but shout out to my boy Dean and Rainer. They're
glad
alive.
You guys are okay.
Kicking. Exactly. We love you, especially Dean with your locks of love. Whip it back and forth, my man, my main man.
Rainer, you mean?
Ooh, Rainer coming back from Disney World, all like bougie and shit. Show it up, boy. But the guys at Collecting Weekly, Zach rocked it this past episode by himself because he's Zach the Great. He's gonna put that in his head, and it's gonna go wild. So I fucked up there. But also, Only Fools and Collecting, the boys Ian and Pete. Oh, and the new guy, Steve. They got a new guy, Steve, and he's on there rocking it with them. So that's exciting. Uh, Shout out to them. They're fucking doing the dang thing. Um, Shout out to Ian also for shooting me those head sculpts. I'm excited to score them off Zach and do some work with them. I'll be showing those off in a wee bit. Also shout out to Six Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, and TC. Those guys are rocking it as always. I love their content. They're goofy as hell. Also, shout out to the boy Joseph over at Dork Dad Podcast, man. Like, he is doing the thing. Like,
Doing the
really doing it. Yeah, he's doing the damn thing. And I'm excited to. I hope I get one of his stickers because I love his logo. It's got the hardcore Joe Rogan experience kind of vibe going on with it, but nerd vibes in it as well. So I'm really excited about it. Also, Only Fools and Collecting have, I believe they still have it going on, the little contest they have going on for their stickers. The stickers have a bulldog with their nuts showing. I want one so bad, but
leaving the nuts hanging out.
oh yeah, hanging and dangling all the way. But yeah, shout out to Dork Dad, man. He's doing it. I love his name. Zach over here going wild with Zach the Great that I gave him, and I'm gonna regret it 100%. But it is what it is. He did it by himself on Tuesday. Not many people can, even though 100 people do. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode, man. If you got nothing else, Dylan, that's gonna be it for me.
No, good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important. I am Damien, and my good boy Dylan, and we're dipping. Goodbye, people. Goodbye, world.
Don't leave me this time. Just